Hey guys, welcome back to On the Frets. This is probably our final video in this open chord series, but we are going to have more where we're going to go over bar chords, seventh chords, sus chords, so make sure you stick around because we got a long way to go on the chord thing. But to finish our open chords, today we're going to do A major, and we're going to do B major. And so let's go ahead and we'll start with A major here. And this is a little tricky because all your fingers are stacked right underneath each other. But what you're going to do is take your middle finger, ring finger, and your pinky, and you're going to put it on D, G, and B string, all on the second fret. And you're going to have the open A and an open E here on the bottom. So you're going to have 5 notes. You're going to want to make sure that you do not get this string in there. You're going to have, and it's going to kind of make it sound real ugly, so make sure that you're not hitting the low E, and if you want you can kind of have your thumb right there. That way if you can kind of rake across it but you don't really hear it. So that's one way to get around it, but it would be better if you can focus on just trying to start with the A. So you've got everything on the second fret, and again, you're going to want your fingers really up on your fingertips for this, or you will not be able to hear this string. You'll have this. So just be aware of that. Make sure you're able to hear all the notes. And then from there, we're going to go to B major. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 fingers without lifting them up, and you're going to move them up one whole step, which you'll remember from our other video is 2 frets. So you got 1, 2. That's a whole step. So slide these up to 4. You're still on the same string. And this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to take your index finger and you're going to bar, and you're going to do it so where you can hear the second fret on the A string. This is a B note, so this is the name of the chord. And then you also need to bar this F sharp note on the high E string, second fret. So you'll have this. Let's hope I can do it. See, it's a little tricky to get that high E in there. So that is your B major chord. And we will eventually, when we move on to bar chords, I'll show you a lot easier way to play this. But if you're going to do acoustic or folk type music, you're going to really want to know your open chords. And this is kind of a hard one, like that F chord, where you just have to get that barring thing down, and it is a little tricky. So, and then back to A. So that's your B major chord. And like I said, it's a little tricky, and if you have trouble at first, you can maybe just leave this note out and try to get these in there at least. And you could sort of transition back and forth because you don't really have to lift your fingers up. You can just keep them there and just slide them back and forth that whole step. And on this, I've kind of got my thumb again where I'm muting that, but when I go here and bar, I have to drop my thumb so I can really get this note to sound out, get that to bar. So just work on that, and don't be worried if you can't get that high E to sound, because you can tell it's tricky. But so anyway, one more time, we got A major, and B major. And so that's pretty much it for today. So just like usual, try to practice those for 10 or 15 minutes a day with all your other chords. And I still think that it's better to play a little bit each day than a lot on one day. That way your fingers stay loose and you're just, you know, more on top of it. So try to get in the habit of doing that if you can. And with that, that's pretty much it for today. So like I said, stick around for our other series. We've got a lot more chords coming. So I'll talk to you next time. You guys have a great day.